So today folks, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing this brand new LG QNED TV, and it's a mini LED TV as well. So that basically means it's very similar to the technology like we have in the 14 and 16 inch MacBook Pro. But this model specifically, the 75 QNED 91, I want to test out loads of different features on it, and I want to see how good this 4K panel is on this TV. I'm going to be plugging in the likes of an Apple TV and also a games console to see how brilliant this is. And as you can see from this initial footage that I've got here, it is really amazing. But you're probably wanting to know, first of all, how easy is this TV to set up and also to assemble? So unboxing the actual TV was quite simple, but you definitely need two people to do it. After this I decided I was going to use the stand with the actual TV, so I constructed this by putting the base together. Again, it's quite simple and there's some great instructions included to do this. So once this was all tightened, I put the base into the back of the TV. It was quite simple. There were two grooves just to lower it into, drop this in, and then I decided to get the other 4 screws and put these into the back of the TV quite gently, taking my time to put them in to make sure that I didn't cause any damage by pushing too hard into the actual screen. Once this was done, I flipped the TV over with some assistance, and as you can see, the base looks quite good, and it's quite a strong sturdy base for this 75-inch TV. Setup is really easy as well on this TV. You can use the remote, or you can even download the LG ThinQ app to fully set up this TV. After this, you are brought to the main home page for the first time, and I'll talk about this a bit more further on into the video, but let me just show you the remote here. LG have been offering this kind of smart remote for the last couple of years with their top range sort of TVs, and it's really easy to use. You use the sort of the navigation sort of button in the middle like the dial, and you also use the buttons, and there are lots of great shortcuts to your favourite apps as well. So just before demoing the actual TV, I thought I'd show you the ports. So on the back, on the bottom, you have a LAN port if you wanted to use that, but there is Wi-Fi built in as well. There's also a satellite in port, an antenna in cable, and there's also 2 USB ports here on the very bottom of the TV. But as we swing round now to the actual side of the TV, you can see here that we actually have an optical digital sort of port. We also have here 2 4K 120Hz imports and also eARC if you want to connect up to your soundbar. And I also must mention at this stage that all the HDMI ports are HDMI 2.1, so that also means that they support ALLM, and this basically means with all of these bits and pieces that it's better for gaming, it's better for sound, and it also means greater bandwidth can be push down HDMI cables and through into these ports, so basically giving you a better resolution, and also so you don't get any stutters coming onto your screen whatever you plug into it. There is also a common interface port and also that other USB import. So there's plenty of ports definitely with this television. But something else I like to do is do lots of tests with actual footage, and I love to actually just play like a 4K test sort of video here, as you can see here, seeing how great the colours are. And I can tell you this right now, this screen really is impressive. It's amazing to see this combined of quantum dot and nanocell technology. It's so great. I've seen some OLED TVs and this is like on par with that. The technology is so great, and also the colours are so bright. You can see here this room's not in particularly that bright, and you can see the colours are really coming out strong on this. But there's some other features I want to talk about with this TV. So as I briefly already mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a mini LED backlit TV with quantum dot nanocell colour technology that delivers an all new TV experience with enhanced brightness, deeper blacks as you can see, and brilliant colours. If you don't know what quantum dot and nanocell colour technology is, basically in a non-techie way, in short, it combines sort of colour reproduction to create richer and more accurate colours. And not only this, the TV also has something called Full Array Dimming Pro, what means the backlight is made up of thousands of LED lights which are divided into hundreds of zones, so the light is more precisely controlled for better contrast. Especially this is a 4K panel. This in return basically means deeper blacks, and also colours are more more vivid and give far more richer detailed pictures even in the darkest scenes, and overall gives that sort of that OLED kind of feel. This TV also is a 4K panel, as I just mentioned, and it can automatically adjust from 4K 120Hz down to 60Hz if you wanted to do that. So if you've got any of those brand new consoles like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X that needs to run at 120Hz, this can do that. It can run at 120 frames per second. That's truly amazing. Not only this though, everything what's behind this TV to make it all work is the new chipset inside it, what's an Alpha 7 Gen 4 AI processing, and also this chipset is really amazing because it can actually scale up footage into 4K. There are some other extra features I'm going to show you in a moment what can be found in settings, but some of those other settings that you can also do and other sort of features is filmmaker mode with Dolby Vision IQ, and that intelligently adjusts the picture based on the director's intent of how the picture should look and adjusts itself by the room's ambient light settings, and this is sent basically directly into the TV and getting all the sort of aspect ratios and colours corrected. Also, like many new TVs out there, this TV has Dolby Atmos, and at the moment I am using the built-in speakers and it's doing quite a good job of that, and it does sound pretty good. But if you do want to raise it to the next bar, you can literally buy yourself a sound bar via Bluetooth or via HDMI ARC if you want to, and also that Dolby Atmos can be passed down through into those devices if they support it as well. So next, let's talk quickly about the actual home screen. So it's quite simple, like most TVs. You have all your sort of apps at the bottom. You also have sort of adverts and also sort of shortcuts as well. But you can adjust all your apps all around and download more via the App Store you can see here. And you can browse for these via the actual sort of Explorer at the top here. Or you can also use the search if you wanted to do that. So you've got all the different sort of categories here. You can go through this if you really wanted to. And there's so many apps out there on the LG TV system, and you'll get all your popular favourite ones out there like Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, you name them, they're all there. So it's really good that lots of providers via their developers make apps for LG. Now something here what you can see is the LG ThinQ. This is the app here, and I actually have an LG washing machine, so I can actually monitor my washing machine via my TV if I wanted to do that. That's the great thing about joining an ecosystem, so pretty useful that is. So if you do have any LG products that are compatible, yeah, it's worth looking at them on your TV. So let me show you some of the settings, what you can do with this TV. So as you can imagine, you can change kind of your picture to sort of like an eco, we can have it as like cinema, lots of different modes here with like sports or game, or even that filmmaker option I talked about. You can even have it in a vivid mode if you wanted to do that, but I like having it in standard. You can also do the same thing with your sound. You can change this basically back to your standard sound, cinema, you know, kind of clear voice, sports mode, you get the idea. There's loads of different options here, so it's worth playing around with that. And again, you can also change the sound to a different device. You can have it from the inbuilt speakers to a Bluetooth speaker to a sound bar. You get the idea. You can flick it around any way you want it. Then there's game optimizer mode, and this is a really cool mode. Basically this allows you to sort of optimize your TV to the way how your console behaves. So maybe your TV plays at 60 frames per second or something like this, or 120 frames per second. You can optimize the TV to work with that. So the first device I'm going to test on this TV is the Apple TV. As you can see here, it's plugged in, and you can see it in the corner of the screen here, and it's working super well. You can load all your pictures, Apple TV, you can even use your Apple Arcade, and even you can watch some of those fitness sort of videos to help you work out. With such a large TV like this, it's really useful to have that. You also have all your sort of other main apps and bits and pieces where you can download them from the App Store and everything, and you can also put in your own sort of different apps or players if you really wanted to do that. Something else, you can watch all your movies and also your TV shows. So I'm just going to go into here and just sort of load up the Minions film here, a little mini one here. So I'm just going to play this here and see how this looks on this TV. So that works super well. Something else I've plugged in is my Xbox Series X here, and you can see here I've got the new Lego Star Wars game, and everything seems to be working fine here. So let's just do a quick load up of a cutscene here, and then let's also just do a tiny bit of gameplay just to show you guys how crisp this looks on this TV.
My goodness, you've grown.
So have you.
Well, now that everyone's been reacquainted, allow us to escort you to your quarters, Senator.
Thank you, Master Kenobi, but this seems unnecessary. I don't need
So that looks super crisp in 4K. But I've also connected up my Nintendo Switch and I'm going to load up a bit of Super Mario Odyssey. Now the Nintendo Switch only outputs at 1080p, but it looks so crisp with that sort of 4K upscaling on this TV. It looks really, really amazing. Let's check out this footage here. Something else I just wanted to quickly show is how small the bezels are on this TV. They are absolutely tiny, and also at the same time, I'm just going to zoom here to the cord. You're going to see how close it comes here. Remember, this is a 75-inch TV. It is absolutely tiny, all those bezels there. I think you can just about see them. But I also want to show how thin the TV is as well. Look at this from the side angle. It's absolutely tiny, and it is really, really thin. So this is an absolutely amazing TV for what you're getting right here. So as you can see guys, this TV is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this 75-inch TV. I love this display. It's really, really sharp with mini LED technology. So yeah, if you do want a TV with that same sort of technology as like the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros out there, this is definitely a TV to consider. And remember, the model is the 75 QNED 91. So yeah, do check it out. Also at the same time guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button, and also at the same time, if you want to hear the latest news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you soon. Take care.